Hello, everyone! Are you ready for an adventure? Because today we're going on an exciting tour of your new Class 9th English textbook, Bliss.
Let's just start with the cover, shall we? The title, Bliss, means perfect happiness, Ananda. And that's really the whole idea behind this book. Finding that joy in learning, in discovery, and in your own imagination.
You know, this book is about so much more than just passing your exams. It's a real chance to unlock your creativity and become a master of the English language. This year, we're going to turn your English lessons into a proper adventure.
So why was this book created? What's the big idea here? Let's take a quick look at the vision behind Bliss. The preface of the book puts it so beautifully. The whole goal is to help you flower and discover all your hidden talents. This book is really designed to make you fall in love with the English language, not just learn it.
All right, now for the really fun part, the stories. Get ready to be transported to different worlds and meet some characters you won't forget.
Our first story is about a man named Bola Grandpa, a forgetful but super lovable character by Manoj Das, who always finds himself in the most hilarious situations. I'm sure we all know someone like him, right? The story is just full of suspense that'll keep you guessing. Just imagine, you're returning from a festival, Mela, late at night. The fog is thick all around you, and suddenly you hear this cry for help.
But the story has such a heartwarming and funny ending that will definitely leave you with a smile. And this is just one example, just a taste of the amazing storytelling you're going to find in Bliss.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We'll move from Bola Grandpa's loud adventures and explore the world of poetry. Bliss has such a great collection of poems that will really make you think and feel.
This poem, it uses the image of a misty evening to create this feeling of peace and nostalgia. It's a truly beautiful, moving poem that's going to stay with you long after you've read it.
Isn't it just amazing how a few words can create such a powerful image? See, here, the mist isn't scary at all. It's a symbol of peace, of tranquility. It's a perfect example of how poetry can use language to create a very specific mood.
So we have stories and poems, which are great fun, of course, but you might be asking, how does this help me become a better English speaker and writer? Well, let's find out.
You know, Bliss has a very clever way of teaching grammar. Instead of just making you memorize rules, you'll learn grammar naturally by seeing it used in the stories and poems you're already reading.
So you're not just reading for fun, you're also learning valuable grammar and writing skills at the exact same time. It's almost like learning without even trying.
And now that you've learned from the best writers, it's your turn to shine. Bliss gives you the chance to become a writer yourself and create your own stories. Bliss actually gives you a step-by-step guide to writing your own stories. The exercises are designed to help you brainstorm ideas, develop your characters, and create a really compelling plot.
These writing prompts are a great way to get your creative juices flowing. They're not just exercises, they're an invitation to let your imagination run wild and create your own unique stories.
So what's the ultimate goal here? What's the great adventure that is waiting for you this year with Bliss?
This year, you are going on a journey of self-discovery. You'll explore new worlds, you'll learn new skills, and you will find your own unique voice as a writer.
And the teacher's guidelines for Bliss say it all. This book is designed to make you an active learner. You're not just a student. You are the hero of your own learning adventure.
So, what are you waiting for? Bliss is your passport to a whole world of adventure and creativity. Go on, open the first page and let your imagination take flight. The next great story is waiting to be written, and it's going to be written by you.
All right, for every teacher out there, this one's for you. Today, we're going to unlock a little secret, a kind of master key that can start any lesson, even on those days when you feel like you have absolutely nothing prepared.
Okay, picture this. The bell just rang. The kids are all looking at you. You've got the textbook, and you have about 60 seconds before you have to say something brilliant. What are those first words out of your mouth? I mean, that question alone can be pretty terrifying, right?
So, let's just dive right into that feeling. That little moment of panic that, let's be honest, every single teacher has felt. We're calling it the blank page. That anxiety of the unprepared moment. You look up from your desk and, yep, all eyes are on you. Every single one of them. They're waiting. They're expecting you to guide them, to teach them something cool, maybe even inspire them a little. And in that moment, wow, the weight of that can feel heavy. So you flip open the book, you stare down at the page, and you've got nothing. Zero. The words just kind of blur together. Your brain, which was buzzing with ideas an hour ago, is now just a completely blank slate. And the fear isn't just about not knowing the content, is it? It's about not having a clue how to even begin.
In all this time, you can hear that clock on the wall. Tick, tock. Each sound seems to get a little louder, making the silence in the room feel even bigger, and the panic in your head just scream. The pressure is seriously on. But what if there was a way to diffuse that pressure? A key that could unlock this moment every single time.
And that brings us to the whole point of this explainer. The solution isn't to cram more facts or memorize another lesson plan. No, it's about a huge shift in how you think, moving away from just focusing on content and instead focusing on connection.
We're talking about human connection. And really, what's so powerful about this is how simple it is. It's the art of finding the universal feeling buried inside of any topic. And I mean anything, a story, a poem, even a really dry grammar exercise, and tying it to something we've all felt before.
This quote absolutely nails it. It's about completely reframing that first question. So instead of panicking and asking yourself, what do I teach? You ask something way more powerful. What is the core feeling here? And how can I get my students to feel it too? And that leads us to this incredibly simple but super practical tool. It's a 3-question framework that is basically your master key to open the door to literally any lesson, any topic, anytime.
And here it is, just 3 little questions. Number 1, what is the central feeling here? Is it about confusion, joy, nostalgia? Number 2, you build a bridge to your students. You ask them, hey, when have we all felt something like this? And number 3, you open the door to the actual lesson itself. So, what might this text teach us about that feeling? You see, it's not a script you have to memorize. It's a compass. It just points you in the right direction.
Okay, so theory is one thing, but let's see this thing in action. We're going to really put this framework through its paces with 2 totally different lessons from the very same textbook.
So, on the left, we've got a funny little short story called Tales of Bola Grandpa, and on the right, a really quiet, beautiful poem, Mild the Mist Upon the Hill. A comedy and a piece of classic poetry. Can one framework possibly handle both? Let's find out.
Okay, let's hit it with question 1. For Bola Grandpa, the central feeling is pretty clear, right? It's that humor you get from being forgetful and confused. For the poem, it's something totally different. It's that peaceful, warm feeling of nostalgia, of looking back on a happy memory. And just like that, we've got the emotional core for both. Simple. Now, question 2. We build the bridge. For Bola Grandpa, you could just ask the class, hey, have you guys ever completely forgotten something important, like your homework or where you left your phone? What did that feel like? And for the poem, you could try, have you ever just closed your eyes and thought about a really happy, peaceful memory from when you were little? Can you remember that warm feeling? And right there, by building that bridge, you've opened the door for question 3. Because all of a sudden, you're not just teaching a text anymore. You're starting a real conversation about our own lives. The story is no longer just about some forgetful old man. It's about our moments of confusion. And the poem isn't just about a misty hill. It's about our own feelings of nostalgia. So let's just zoom out for a second and look at the big picture here. This framework, it's so much more than just a crutch to use when you're in a jam. It's actually a whole philosophy of teaching. Every single lesson in this textbook, or any textbook for that matter, isn't just a chapter you have to get through. It's a doorway into a bigger conversation about what it even means to be human. And it doesn't matter if it's a story, a poem, or a grammar rule, there's always a shared human experience waiting in there to be discovered. And really, that's the ultimate point. This isn't about being unprepared with the content. It's a tool that makes you profoundly prepared for the thing that actually matters most in teaching, to connect, to really, truly connect with your students. It shifts the entire goal from just transferring information to creating a shared understanding. So the next time you're standing up in front of your class, holding that textbook, try not to see it as just a lesson to be taught. See it as a hallway full of doors. And the only question is, which one are you and your students going to open together today?